Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready.
Awesome. Today we're looking at something pretty unique. The lyrics to Jhoom from Coke Studio.
Oh, nice.
You know Coke Studio. It's that Pakistani music platform. Blends musical styles in a way that you just don't hear anywhere else.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating platform. A lot of really cool stuff happening over there.
For sure. And this song features two amazing vocalists, Naseebo Lal, a powerful folk singer, and Abida Parveen, a true legend of Sufi music.
Incredible voices, both of them.
Now, Sufi music, I'll admit it's a genre I'm still kind of exploring.
Wait.
What makes it so unique?
Well, think about music that isn't just for entertainment, but it's also about connecting with something. Well, something bigger than yourself, something spiritual. That's the essence of Sufi music.
Okay, I can feel that.
It's like expressing a yearning for the divine, a longing for that connection.
I like that. So let's jump into these lyrics. Right away, the song throws us a bit of a curveball. I have embraced all hardships while staying unfazed. It's almost like celebrating hardship instead of, shying away from it. What's the deal with that?
That's a great observation, and it really gets to the core of Sufi philosophy.
Okay.
See, in Sufi thought, hardship isn't something to be feared or avoided. It's seen as a crucial part of the journey towards inner strength and spiritual growth.
So it's not about pretending everything is okay.
No, not at all.
It's about finding a way to face challenges head on, come out stronger.
Exactly. Think of it this way. Hardships, they're like those weights you lift at the gym. They might feel heavy at first, but ultimately they help you build strength, build resilience. Jhoom is suggesting that same principle applies to life's challenges.
I see what you mean. So instead of running from our problems, the song is saying embrace them, learn from them, and let them shape you.
Yeah.
I like that. And that leads into the next line. I have fought all my struggles to finally find solace. It paints this vivid picture, battling the sun, representing hardships, to finally find your own shade, your own peace.
Beautiful imagery, right.
It is. It's like saying you can't always control the external storms, but you can learn to find that inner peace.
Yes.
But it also raises a question for me. What kind of solace are we talking about here? Is it just about feeling calm, or is there something more?
That's a fantastic question, and it gets to the heart of what Jhoom is all about. The solace described here, it isn't just about a temporary feeling of relaxation.
Right.
It's about a deeper sense of peace that comes from connecting with something larger than yourself, something spiritual.
So it's not about ignoring our problems or pretending they don't exist.
No.
It's about finding a source of strength and peace within ourselves.
Exactly.
A connection that helps us navigate the ups and downs.
Yeah. And that brings us to a really interesting part of the song, where the lyrics start to question our constant chase for worldly desires. It asks, why delve into what is beyond my control? It's almost like a wake-up call, isn't it?
It is. It's like the song is saying, hey, are you running around chasing after things that might not even bring you true happiness? Are you focusing on things you can't control while neglecting the things you can?
It's a brilliant way to put it, and it ties directly into the Sufi belief that true fulfillment doesn't lie in material possessions or external validation. It's about finding contentment in something deeper, something more meaningful.
So instead of chasing those fleeting butterflies of worldly desires, maybe we should be looking for something more substantial.
Yeah, exactly.
Something that feeds the soul.
And that leads us to the powerful refrain of the song, Jhoom, which translates to, you transcend. It's not just a catchy phrase. It's an invitation to rise above those limitations of our everyday worries and anxieties and connect with something bigger.
Okay, but what does that actually mean? To transcend, I mean, that word can feel a bit abstract.
Sure.
How can we make that a bit more relatable for our listener?
Of course. Think of it like those moments when you completely lose yourself in something you love, whether it's creating art, listening to music, or even just being out in nature. It's that feeling of being fully present, connected to something larger than yourself, where all your worries just fade away. That's a taste of transcendence.
I see. Wow, I'm starting to see how these lyrics weave together. It's like they're building a roadmap to a more fulfilling way of life, a way of being that's grounded in inner strength, acceptance, and connection.
You're absolutely right. And that journey continues as the lyrics move on to explore the themes of self-acceptance and rising above societal expectations. It's a fascinating section full of powerful insights.
Okay, I'm hooked. Let's dive into that.
And here's where Jhoom really gets into self-acceptance. It says, I found contentment in my being. I have risen above the status I am deemed. It's like throwing off the weight of what other people think.
Yeah, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in chasing that external validation, trying to fit into that mold that society creates. But these lyrics are like a breath of fresh air, reminding us that true contentment, it comes from within.
Absolutely. Recognizing your inherent worth, no matter what anyone else says.
Right.
Embracing your authentic self.
And the song keeps going. Worldly pleasures do not elate me. I have now fathomed the word of thee. Almost like once you've experienced this inner peace, the allure of material things just fades.
It's not that you reject the world or anything. It's more about understanding that fulfillment comes from a different place.
Shifting your focus
It's like,
from external validation to that inner contentment.
yeah. And that leads to another important point. Accepting what's not in our control. Why strive to grasp beyond reach? Why let unattainable desires unleash? What are your thoughts on that?
It really makes you think about what you're striving for. Are they really aligned with your values, or are we chasing illusions?
It's knowing the difference between what we can and can't control.
Right.
Sufi philosophy really emphasizes striving for goals,
Right.
but also cultivating acceptance for things outside our influence.
So it's not giving up, it's finding that balance
Yeah.
between striving and surrendering.
Right.
Realizing that sometimes the best thing to do is let go and trust.
And the lyrics offer this really profound insight here. When the secret to true bliss is to embrace yourself wholeheartedly. It's like the culmination of everything we've been talking about. Resilience, acceptance, transcendence, and self-love.
Wow, that line is powerful. It's like saying when we truly love and accept ourselves, we unlock this inner peace. That's beyond anything the external world can offer.
Absolutely. And that self-acceptance is stated so boldly. I am truly worthy of myself. Why should I shy away from me? It's an affirmation of self-worth. It resonates deeply, don't you think?
Oh, for sure. Especially in a world that's always telling us to change, improve, this song is like a counter to that.
Yeah. And it comes back to destiny. Trying to force things won't bring happiness. The lyrics say, all the adulation from this world still does not bring me glee. What you are destined to get will find a way to you. Do not fret.
Trusting the process.
Exactly. There's a bigger picture. And sometimes we just have to surrender to it. And to really emphasize that, why delve into what is beyond your control? This philosophy will make you whole.
It's so liberating to let go of that need to control everything.
Right.
Step into acceptance, find peace in the present moment.
And then, to drive that message home, back to that powerful refrain, Jhoom, over and over again.
It's like a call to action,
Yeah.
an invitation to rise above,
It really amplifies the message.
planting that seed of Jhoom, of transcendence.
Exactly. And then there's a shift from the singer's personal experience to something more universal. Jhoom goes beyond individual transformation, hints at something even greater.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. It feels like we're getting to the core of it all. So we're at this point where the song kind of shifts gears, starts talking about something bigger. It's like we're about to step into a whole new level of understanding.
Yeah, you're right. This is where Jhoom goes beyond just the individual and points towards a more universal truth. The lyrics mention the fortunate one who is bestowed with the insight into thy's realm. It's like describing someone who's been touched by a higher power, someone who's seen a reality beyond what we normally understand.
Like they've been given a glimpse behind the curtain into that divine mystery.
Exactly. And then it asks, then why should he not on providence's favor dwell? It's like saying, embrace that higher awareness, live with gratitude and trust in how life unfolds.
So it's not just about understanding this intellectually.
No.
No, it's about living it, letting it guide you.
Exactly. And it's at this moment of realization. The song comes back to that powerful refrain, Jhoom, like a final reminder to transcend our limitations and step into that higher awareness.
Like this is the path. This is the way to connect.
Beautifully put. And it's a great way to end the song, leaving us with this sense of hope and possibility, this higher realm of being. It's not just for a select few. It's open to anyone who embraces that message of Jhoom.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what would you say is the key takeaway for our listener? I mean, we've talked about resilience, self-acceptance, spiritual transcendence, and accepting destiny. What ties it all together?
I think Jhoom offers a really profound message about true contentment and inner peace. It encourages us to look beyond material things and cultivate that deeper connection with ourselves and something larger.
It's like a guide to a more meaningful life, where we embrace challenges, celebrate who we are, and find peace in the present.
Yeah, exactly. It's a call to live authentically, connect with our inner strength, and find joy in the journey, no matter where it leads.
Jhoom has really given us a lot to think about. It's a song that stays with you.
It really does, and I think its beauty is and how it speaks to each person differently. What resonated with you the most?
For me, it's the emphasis on self-acceptance. In a world that's always telling us to be more, do more, have more, Jhoom reminds us we are enough, just as we are, and that's powerful.
I couldn't agree more.